data we can store AWS Secret Manager and store state file remote with state locking S3 with DynamoDB. And once we store in the GitHub, we can hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, for continuous integration, we continuous integration and delivery, like we using Jenkins for automation and build and deploy the process, and like creating pipelines for defining the entire workflow by interact with the Git work version and control on the code changes. And we are Maven to manage the project dependencies and build process. And we have application in Node.js, Java, and Python, and each language to agency supported actually. And we are following Swift to deploy the application into EKS. And coming to containerization, I create Docker image with Docker for enabling constraints deployment access a different environment. I manage those containers using Kubernetes pods for grouping the containers, service for load.
So as you told, you are done CI/CD or pipelines. So can you
Yeah.
give me a scenario where you've implemented automation in CI/CD pipelines?
Sorry.
Can you give me a scenario where you have
Okay.
implemented automation in CI/CD pipelines?
Yeah. Actually, first of all, we infrastructure creating infra, install VPNs and make sure to config it and create future branch and push to Docker Hub and raise a PR request like clone the code, install the dependencies, unit test case, and scan the bugs and scanning the Sonar Cube
Okay.
and build and start OS library scanning and push to publish the code and deploy the dev environment actually.
Okay. So you told you have used Docker. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
can you tell me difference between Docker image and container?
Yeah, Docker image and containers different resource optimization is the main difference. In OS can be black all the resource in the VMs, but containers don't black the resource apart from the provisioning and boot up time also is very useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you optimize Docker images for production?
Sorry?
How do you optimize Docker images for production?
No.
Okay. How can you secure Docker image, Docker containers?
Yeah, regularly monitoring the like use lightweight base image like Alpine and use Docker Compose, lightweight resource CPU RAM, config the health checks, scan the image and fix vulnerabilities.
Okay. So you used source control Git?
Source control Git.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can you manage merge conflicts in Git?
Sorry.
How can you manage merge conflicts in Git?
Uh, Yeah, Git we are managing like branches. We first of all we create the one branch and create the one main or main branch.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you create a main branch, but I am asking how can you there could be different developer, there could be different developers who had pushed.
yeah. Developers push to and GitHub to code and clone the we clone the code and do and the
No,
dependencies we
I
create the depend.
yeah, I got it. So my question is how now someone has pushed in particular branch. Now you are trying to push it. Before pushing, you will take a pull, but you are getting merge error. So how can you fix the merge error? Have you?
Sorry.
How can you fix merge error?
Merge errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are using merge errors. No, I'm not facing that issue actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So have you used Kubernetes?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you handle Kubernetes deployment rollbacks?
Sorry.
How do you handle Kubernetes deployment rollbacks?
Yeah, we are using rollback strategy actually.
Okay.
Yeah, rollback strategy like we are using I use Kubernetes deployment strategy to manage the rollback updates for the rollback. I resolve the kubectl to roll out the command to revert to previous version. Actually, if issue where you detach the debugging updates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have used AWS, right? You told you are very good
Yeah.
at AWS. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell me some of the advantages of using cloud provider over on-premise infrastructure?
Yeah, his cloud provider is only deploy the only cloud provider, but Terraform is like infrastructure code is provided multiple clouds, like multiple like Azure and GCP. Is multiple platforms we can deploy the applications. Actually, is the main advantage is this one.
Okay. Can you describe the process of setting up an VPC in AWS?
Sorry, VPC we
Yeah.
can.
How the process of setting up VPC in AWS?
Okay.
Can you tell me the steps? How do you set up?
Yeah. First of all, we create the VPC and we create the subnets like a private sub. You require private database and private subnet. We can create the private subnets and public. We can web applications. Like we create the public subnets and we create Route 53. Sorry, uh, listeners and internet gateway and security group and auto scaling policies.
Okay.
Yeah, and load balancer we're creating actually.
No, that's fine. So my question was like steps to create an VPC. Like how can you have to go to VPC dashboard, then you need to select an VPC and you need to set up subnets, you need to internet gateway setup, then route tables. Okay, fine. You told right,
Yeah,
yeah, you told right route table only. Okay.
yeah. Some resource. Yeah.
Uh, so how does DevOps relate to database management?
Sorry.
How does DevOps relate to database management?
Database.
Management.
Actually, I'm not involved database. Actually, in a separate team is a database team.
Okay.
Yeah, is maintaining, but some like we are using RDS
Okay.
managing the some microservers actually
Got it.
Lambda.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you describe a disaster recovery strategy you've implemented?
Discovery strategies.
Disaster recovery strategy.
Discovery. No, I don't know actually.
You have never implemented?
No.
Okay. So, how do you handle data loss in production?
Sorry.
How do you handle data loss in production?
Data loss.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, like in Terraform, like development, like first of all we deploy the dev environment, and first we preview the plan command to review the what changes will happen, and we make set up the automated deployment to automated deployment process and make sure store is remote state is stored in remote with the locking mechanism, and we are implementing workspace are like a multiple environment like dev staging and deployment production environment we implementing. Once the dev environment everything is good, we deploy the production environment
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, and in coming to Jenkins, we are using parameters to specific the target environment, like define the separate stages for each environment in the pipeline script, and deploy the tools interact with tools like Jenkins. Ansible with Kubernetes customized scripting for the deployment. Like we are using declarative pipeline scripting actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Some failing, some build and like any failing, some issue, we set up the notification to alert the team immediately. Configure the Jenkins automatically retry the fail stage,
Okay.
and yeah, and resolve the review the lags and identify the issues and fix the problems. And use branches to protect rules to prevent the failing builds actually.
Okay.
Matching the failing builds actually.
Okay. Can you tell me difference between a load balancer and reverse proxy?
Load balancer.
And reverse proxy.
Reverse proxy, I don't know actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what is VPC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is like VPC. Like first of all, VPC is a larger isolated the network environment that is that you define with the AWS cloud. It's allowed to provide AWS resource like EC2, instance databases, load balancer, and secure virtual network cloud. Actually, you can control the like subnets, route tables, internet gateway, NAT gateway, security groups, network ACL,
Okay.
and
So have you
peering connection.
yeah, got it. So have you used AWS Lambda?
No, actually, I'm not using more than.
Or you've not used
But
AWS Lambda?
yeah, but I have knowledge about like Lambda is a serverless computing that run code in the respond to event and automatically manage the compute resource. Actually, write code and upload the Lambda.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, when it is execute the response trigger such as the changes in the data state and request to endpoint or systems event main use cases. Actually, main use cases are like including data processing, real time files processing, backend services for web applications.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are we are using like microservers, like event driven so microservers. Actually, main use case actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is course in S3?
Yeah, I use S3 for the scale and durable storage actually.
No, I'm asking what is course in S3? Course. CORS. Yeah.
Course, I don't know actually, but we are implementing like we storing the code, manage the data, optimize the bucket to proper access controlling. Actually, we are involving actually
Okay.
like bucket policies, IAM rules. We optimize the performance by using S3 transfer the like multiple upload largest files. That's how we involving actually in S3.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you troubleshoot an EC2 instance whose CPU utilization suddenly spiked to 100%?
Uh, it's easy to instant troubleshoot. You were asking,
Yeah.
right?
Suddenly an EC2 instance CPU usage become 100%. Okay.
Yeah. First of all, we check the storage logs actually, like uh, like filtering the traffic and security groups. Main uses security groups are a working resource level will attach to EC2 or like security groups who only support some hello rules like actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, actually, so my question is like, oh, there is a EC2 instance. It's in normal state. It is consuming some 20% CPU. All of a sudden, it starts. It spiked to 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so you watch how will go through. You just told I will see watch logs, right?
Yeah, logs. Yeah, we can check the logs. I don't remember actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you done auto scaling? Auto scaling. Have you implemented auto scaling?
Yeah, auto scaling. Yeah.
Okay.
Like auto scaling for automatically object to numbers of EC2 instance based on the demand. Like ensure the high availability and cost saving by scaling resource up to downtime needed. We are usable actually. And fails also like CloudWatch. We are implementing monitoring the services actually.
Okay.
Yeah, troubleshooting and optimization performance. We are using CloudWatch actually.
How you manage load balancing in Kubernetes?
We are using services like English rules.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you using ingress controller?
yeah, English controller.
Okay.
Yeah, like English controller, like resource rules to expose the services to external traffic and export the service to internet to other network using a single IP address and route the traffic to service based on the host names or path.
Okay.
Yeah, provide the such as the load balancing, simplify the management and configuration the services actually.
Okay. So
Okay,
what?
English rules.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Please get it.
Yeah, we are using main English is one project to another load balancer use more cache scheme, so that's why we are using application load balancer actually prepare actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the difference between an elastic load balancer and auto scaling in AWS?
Elastic load balancer. Elastic load balancer we elastic load balancer distribute the traffic uh, distribute the traffic actually. Auto scaling is increase the numbers of like some limitation instance. We increase the traffic is more is came to that time we increase the numbers of instance and traffic is down to that time we delete the numbers of instance actually main use case.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you ensure high availability and disaster recovery in AWS?
Sorry.
How can you ensure high availability and disaster recovery in AWS?
Discharger inquiry. Uh, mm, no, I don't know actually.
Have you used Amazon CloudWatch?
Amazon CloudWatch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm using
What purpose have you used CloudWatch?
CloudWatch. We are using collecting the uh, like troubleshooting the troubleshooting the logs actually.
Okay.
Yeah, like like monitoring the services of the AWS resource and applications. It provide real time increase the alerts and the logs for the troubleshooting and optimization performance actually.
Okay.
Yeah.